Mm.
Are our dreams just random images fired from an unconscious brain during sleep? Or something much more important, like life-saving inner guidance? How dreams can be healing and early warning tools for disease, financial crisis, or success. And love is still one of the behavioral science's greatest unanswered questions. Hello, I'm your host, author Kat O'Keefe Kanavos. Welcome to Dreaming Healing, where dreams and cutting-edge scientific research meet on syndicated Dreamvisions 7 radio network. Dreaming Healing is every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, when you can call in and ask Kat questions about your amazing dreams. Talk on air. Call toll-free 833-220-1200. That's 833-220-1200. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Good evening, everyone. I am your host, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, and welcome to Dreaming Healing on Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. Last week's show was titled, Oh, Give Thanks. Gratitude is attitude, and we shared how a gratitude mindset can really change our lives for the better. And we shared personal dreams and nightmares with you, the audience. They were true dreams from real people. These were not any made-up dreams, and they talked about colors and numbers and deceased loved ones that affected, your heart, your spirit, your mind, and your body, and how sometimes our dreams, when they're trying to help us work through these things, they can be a little painful. Well, tonight, we're going to be talking about Dreams Unmasked, because I just did an event at First Unity in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I did Dreams Unmasked, signs, symbols, colors, numbers. I used all of those in unmasking the audience's dreams. It was an interactive workshop, and it was so successful that they actually... My workshop went right up to lunchtime, and we got our lunch and everybody sat down, and I noticed they were quiet. They were looking at me, and finally somebody said, do you think we can continue your Dreams Unmasked Dreams workshop while we eat? And I'm like thinking to myself, well, yeah, if I gobble this food down really fast, we can probably keep moving through this. So I said yes. And we were able to get through every single person in the workshop. We unmasked every single one of their dreams. And so my part of the workshop ended up being 2.5 hours long. And that's actually short for my workshop because it is so interactive. So what we're going to do tonight's show title is Dreams Unmasked, Signs, Symbols, Colors, numbers, and animals masked in your dreams, because it was amazing to me at this workshop that people were grabbing all of the animal masks. They were putting the animal masks on, and what resulted was really, really profound. And we're going to get into that more throughout the night. So your dreams can mask important messages. So tonight, we're going to talk about the dreams that you've sent in and the dreams that I've collected throughout the past couple of weeks. I'm going to talk about some of the dreams in my book, Dreams That Can Save Your Life, that won the Nautilus Book Award. And it was written by me and Dr. Larry Burke of Duke University Medical. And all the dreams in this book are true dreams that once they were unmasked, the dreamer figured out this dream was trying to save their life. And it turned out that all of the dreams that focused on illness, the dreams that happened first, and then they went to the doctor and their pathology reports validated the dreams. Ooh, I know that's like really scary stuff. But before we get into all of this, we're going to do our protection and clearing meditation so that we feel safe while we're working with our dreams. Okay. So I want everybody to get really, really comfortable. Just kind of relax, let your shoulders drop in your chair. Just feel yourself sitting deep in the chair. Feel your shoulders drop. You can drop your head if you want. If you are new, while you're relaxing, just listen to my voice. If you're new to Dreaming Healing and you're only listening to us right now, if you're listening maybe on the radio in the car, don't close your eyes. If you're listening at home and want to watch the show because this is live video, you can go to my website, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, or you can type in Cat Kanavos into Google search, or the Queen of Dreams. You have to put in the Queen of Dreams, and it will take you to my website. And in the upper right-hand corner is a little black button. Click that button. It will take you to my Dreaming Healing website page, where you will see a little TV with antennae. Click on the TV and you can watch as I do my show. Okay? Those of you who are new, just follow along with my meditation. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in. We're going to blow them out across the room into the purple flame of Saint Germain. Watch them be converted into beautiful golden light and return back into our body through our 7th and 8th chakra. All right, ready? Deep breath in. Hold it. Imagine any negativity that you may have encountered had done to you this week. I want you to imagine it getting caught in the breath of life and blow it out. Empty your lungs into that purple flame of Saint Germain. See it converted into beautiful golden light, returning up into the universe. Now see it turning and coming back down into your crown chakra and filling your body with golden light. Again, deep breath in. Hold it. Imagine something that you said to someone else that was maybe not so nice. Imagine that negativity caught in that breath of life. Blow it out across the room. Empty your lungs. Into the purple flame of Saint Germain. One more time. Deep breath in. Imagine something from your childhood that has stayed with you all your life. See it that is negative. See it connected into that breath of life and blow it out into the purple flame of Saint Germain. See the flame lighting up in golden light, returning to the universe. All the negativity has been washed clean. See the light going up through the clouds, up into the universe, turning when it reaches heaven, making a U-turn, coming back down into your crown chakra and flowing through your whole body. Now I want you to imagine holding in your hand a power gift. Anything that is powerful to you. It can be a piece of jewelry. It can be a stone, your favorite flower. It can be anything that holds the power of love. Imagine it in your hand. Take your hand and imagine swinging it all around your body. And that power gift is creating a big mirrored bubble all around you. All mirrored, all around you. Only that which is of the highest and best, brought by your spirit guides, may come into that bubble. Everything else is reflected back from whence it came. We wish it so, and therefore it is. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Feel yourself re-entering your body. Feel yourself coming back into you. If you need to, take your fingertips. If you're feeling like a little out of it, put your fingertips together and press 3 times, 2, 3. That activates your body. Then put your hands together in the prayer symbol and push on it, because push your hands together. What it does is it activates all the power points in your body, reactivates them all. Feel yourself coming back in. So I'd like to welcome Reverend Rachel Love to the show. She's going to be doing the show with me again tonight. If you remember from the past shows we've done together, we take turns interpreting your dreams as if they were ours. And then when we're done doing the interpretations, we pull a card from Reverend Rachel Love's card deck to get validation on your dreams. Welcome.
Oh, I'm trying to get all my PowerPoints going because I probably can use a couple extras. I've been running on only about 6 cylinders today.
So you're still pushing. That's okay. You push all you need.
Oh, Lordy. I mean, this meditation, this time I think is one of your better meditations. I think you're really getting a fine-tuning things. We're really taking some journeys here. And the 10 PowerPoint things, I thought, well, I didn't know that. That's good.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I'm gonna do that more often. You know,
I didn't
maybe
realize that either, Reverend Rachel, until someone told it to me, and they said, I think they asked me the question, do you know why all the pictures, even everybody who's mystical, is doing the prayer sign and symbol? And I said, well, maybe they're praying.
Yeah.
Said, no. It's because when you put your hands together like this, and you can press gently, it activates all of your chakras and all of your power points, all your power places in your body, all of them immediately, and just kind of revs you up. It's like you turned your engine on.
I'm ready. You know, I was thinking a cup of coffee might be necessary, you know, because these are later shows, but just I'm wired now. I'm good. Thank you. Again,
Great.
Namaste. I learned so much from you. It's always fun to be here.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'll tell you, the 2 meditations that you sent me in that email were fabulous. So
thank you.
maybe the next time we do this show together, maybe we'll have you do the opening meditation. Would you like to?
That might be kind of fun. Yeah, I did a couple of those meditations recently. They're playing it on the radio station on Sundays now. I was like, wow, thank you. Yeah, it's rotating through there. It was one of those spiritual type things. I'm just sitting there, and late at night, I think it was, Lordy. It was after one of your shows. I think it was after one of your shows, and all of a sudden, I was had this thought that I need to do a meditation and stuff. So I was up at 2:00 in the morning writing meditation.
when you feel like you've got to do something, you do it, or you'll be lying in bed all night going, you know, I should have done that. Now it's 2 a.m. and I don't have anything done. If I had stayed there, I'd be done by now. But for our new members of the audience, Reverend Rachel, they're probably going, Reverend, what is she a reverend of? Would you explain to our audience who you are and what you do with Dreamvision 7 Radio Network?
Oh, I'm a producer for Dreamvision 7 Radio Network and produce your show and a couple other shows. And I've been producing some other shows for a different company also, but I'm also assistant pastor at Unity Church, Edgewater Unity in Edgewater, Florida. And I've been kind of in ministry for a long time from when I was little, just like you, and the spirits visited us and angels were there around us and helping us, encouraging us through different times, to those dark times, those happy times, mountaintops, the valleys. You know, I'm in my 60s now, so me and the spirit world has been kind of hanging out for a little bit. And I do occasionally hear from them that say, hey, rah, you know, we've got a picnic ready when you come back. So I guess this journey never does end. The way I look at being reincarnated to something else next time, we'll just see what that is. And maybe next time we get together again and do something fun. That might be fun, right?
Yeah. And some of the dreams that were sent into me tonight, I think one of them deals with reincarnation. I think it does.
Good. I love that.
But I thought what we do starting out tonight, Rachel, was tell our audience about the 7 types of dreams. And they are in my book. They're just the basic dream categories.
Yeah.
And they're actually in, for those of you who have bought it and are watching the show, dreams that can save your life, early warning signs of cancer and other diseases. It's in that book. It's in this one here because if you look at my banner for the show, you can see I've written 6 books. So we're talking about this one tonight, dreams that can save your life. And it's actually in chapter 5, the basic dream categories. So one of the dream categories that's really important, and I don't know if you have a lot of these, Reverend Rachel, but man, I really do. Daydreams.
Yes, of course.
Yes. I remember my report cards, Rachel, that teachers would send home. And on every single report card from first grade all the way up to 6th, it said the same thing. Kathy would be an incredible student if she would just stop daydreaming. And I remember thinking, but I get my best information when I'm daydreaming. That's why I get A's on my papers, because I'm daydreaming.
Yeah, that's a secret a lot of people don't know. The spirit world will teach you anything you need to do. That's how I do most of the stuff I do now. Somebody said, how do you do that? Well, I don't really know, but I just do it because, it just comes through me. If I just allow the spirit to flow, it just works.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And when you daydream, Reverend Rachel, I run into so many people who say to me, I want to remember my dreams. I want to remember them. I really, really do, but I don't. I don't dream. And I'll say to them, you do dream, you don't remember them, but do you daydream? Do you sit maybe, maybe when you're ironing and all of a sudden your mind is wandering off and you're somewhere else doing something else. And then you come back because, you're burning your shirt. That's a daydream. It's when you're not really focused on something and your mind is wandering and those dream doors start to open, just a crack. And sometimes our daydreams will open that dream door we had last night, just a crack, so we can remember one little snippet of dream in there that can lead us to more information within that dream. So daydreams are so important. Another dream is our lucid dreams. I'd love to see hands out there right now, Reverend Rachel, with all of our audience, because I'm going to ask, raise your hand if you're a lucid dreamer. And a lucid dreamer is someone who knows they're dreaming when they're dreaming.
Yes.
It's like you suddenly get this thing that happens in a dream that you go, that was really weird. This bird is talking to me in my dream. When you can say that, when you can say, this bird is talking to me in my dream, or gosh, this is the first time I've been able to fly in my dream. You're lucid dreaming. When you know you're dreaming and you're still dreaming, that's a lucid dream. And I know, Reverend Rachel, you are a lucid dreamer. And then I also...
take charge of that dream.
Yes, that's the secret.
Yeah.
Change your ending, change your life forever.
Yeah.
Change your ending, control your dream. If you know you're dreaming, you can control the dream. So another one is nightmares. So one of the reasons why a lot of us don't remember our dreams is because we want to try to forget the nightmares. But here's the catch-22. You're probably having the nightmare so that you won't forget the dream, because it is a gift from God. There's a message in there that you need to remember. It's easy to forget a nice, cozy little dream, but nightmares, those can stay with us forever.
Well, it's emotion. The emotion in the nightmare makes it stick better, because the way our brains work, they remember emotional stuff a lot stronger than everyday stuff.
Absolutely.
I mean,
And-
everyday stuff, where did I put the keys? Or where did I put my cell phone? It's easy to forget. But if you have some kind of tragedy, something terrible happened, you'll remember exactly where everything was. Because that's just how the brain works. The emotion feeds that, cements it in stronger somehow.
The emotion is the food to remember that nightmare, and you need that message. Then we've got the recurring dreams, where you keep having the same dream over and over and over again. And I have those all the time. And it's usually because you've got a message that you're not figuring out. And until you figure it out, the dream's not going to go away. So buckle down. If you're having a recurrent nightmare, buckle
I would
down.
say, buckle down, Buttercup. Put on your big girl panties and buckle down, because this ride's not over yet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, buckle down, because you're in for a big ride when you really get into that recurrent nightmare. But you need to do it. Remember, your angels are always with you. They're going to protect you. Then healing dreams. That's where you're not just getting dreams or nightmares to help you work through something that may have happened to you in the past, which can often happen. You can have a healing dream that's giving you information to keep you alive.
Yeah, the spirit of truth is visiting with you and showing you things that would make the biggest difference in healing.
Yeah, it can be your diet. You could have dreams about your diet.
Yeah.
It could be dreams about an illness that you already have, that you have, and they're giving you guidance. Or it can be a dream that you don't even know you've got that illness yet, and they are preparing you. But when you find out you've got it now, boom, you can jump right in and get to work on healing yourself. Not learning to live with the disease, but actually healing yourself, because we're healing machines.
Yeah.
Then the epic dream. I love the epic dreams. Those are the dreams that you remember all the way from the time you were a child. It's such a big dream, you can't forget it. And when I did Dreams Unmasked this past week with the event, 3 of the people who came up and chose their masks told me about their epic dreams, actually epic dream nightmares from the time they were a child. They never forgot them. And although it was 40 years later, they still remembered them like they were yesterday. That's an epic dream.
Yes. Well, sometimes I remember 40 years ago, like yesterday too, but that's not quite the same subject. But sometimes I forget 40 years have gone by when I try to do something, and all of a sudden, ouch. Ow.
Yeah, ow. Time just kicked you in the hiney.
Jump up on that horse, and then all of a sudden, it's like, ow.
Yeah. Then we've got the precognitive dreams.
What
and
kind?
Those are wingdingers.
Say it again. What kind was that?
Precognitive.
Precognitive.
Yeah. Those are the dreams that tell you about your future. Because remember, we've talked about this before, Reverend Rachel. When we're in the dream world, there is no past.
No.
There is no present.
No.
There's only the big now.
Yeah.
And so a dream, you can go into the future and have a dream that where you're in the future, you're doing something, you come up with the solution to something that hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
And so you come back and you write that dream in your dream journal, and boom, 2 weeks later, you start living the dream because it's bleeding through in your waking world.
Yeah. Some people think it's deja vu or something, as opposed to that they were already there in the dream already. And the like astral travel stuff, but once you're in dream stuff, there is no walls that hold you back. There's no mountain range to see where the north is. There's no high building to look at, so that's where the west is. It's just infinity and no time.
No time. No time. Because when I had my precognitive dreams, I was on my computer like I am with you right now, and the computer froze. That was my dream. The dream froze like the page on a computer. And then a little window popped up. And then the window turned into a door. Yeah. And I walked through that door into the future, the precognitive dream. And when the dream was over, my guides took me back through the door, dropped me off outside my frozen computer dream. shrunk back down to a little window, poof, went away. And then Rachel, boom, my dream started right back up where it had left off before I went through that door to the room between realms, because when I was in the room between realms, there was no time. And when I came back, I was back into Earth time in the dream world. I know it's freaky. You ought to live it. But it shows you how important dreams are.
You can daydream, and all of a sudden an hour went by and it just seems like a second ago. You know, all of a sudden you look at the clock and it's like, I just where'd time go? And unfortunately, I've done that a few times on the highway. I drive in the car to daydreaming, and all of a sudden I don't know how I got here. But we won't go into that because, we've probably been out.
Yeah, that's really cool. But you got to be careful when you have those daydreams when you're in the car because you get lost.
Yeah.
It's like, I think I missed my turn and
I always miss my
GPS
turn.
is going, stay on route. It's like, just daydream.
GPS
Right,
girl says
that exit. Yeah, and then another one.
Safe to do so, make a U-turn.
Yeah,
Safe to do so.
When you can safely do so. And then this is a really freaky dream. I don't know if you've ever had one of these, Reverend Rachel. The waking dream, where you dream that you woke up and you were still sleeping. And then you really woke up and you went, wow, that was really weird. Have you ever had one of those?
No, I don't. That one is a new one for me. I'll wait till tonight and try that one out.
Oh, those are wingdingers. Yes. So those are the, the basic dream categories, and they're very basic in the book because underneath those you've got like your precognitive dreams. You've got a number of other categories under there. Even your waking dream has other categories under there. One of the types of waking dreams is where you don't realize you've fallen asleep and you still think you're awake, and you have a hypnagogic moment. And that's where it's almost like you're hallucinating and spinning. And that's where the saying falling into a sleep comes in.
A lot of those. I had a lot of those at first, yeah.
Yeah, that hypnagogic where you see psychedelic colors and you might hear psychedelic sounds. That often comes under your waking dreams. And then, within all of those dreams are the symbols that we're going to be talking about tonight in the dreams that we go through. So I thought it might be nice to start out with one of the dreams in the book and talk about it. It's a pretty profound dream. So this was a prophetic dream about Linda Elliker's cancer. And also, last month was breast cancer month, but this month is actually Cancer Awareness Month. All cancer awareness. So I'm going to read this dream, this cancer dream, in honor of all the people worldwide who have thrived despite cancer. So she says, a prophetic dream about my cancer saved my life. I don't usually remember dreams, nor do I pay much attention to my dreams at any time. This was 20 years ago. So she remembered this dream. That's an epic dream from 20 years ago, and it's prophetic. It tells her, and it's a healing dream. So you can have a dream that falls into multiple categories. So she says, in my dream, I went into a construction site where homes were under construction. I went into the first house, looked around, and then came back out. Then I went into the second house, looked around, then came back out. Then I moved into the third house where there was blood all over the walls. I woke up with a feeling of dread and I couldn't shake the dream. At that time, I was feeling really good, no problems at all, except my doctor of Chinese medicine had taken my pulses during a checkup and told me my life energy was low. Having no idea what that meant because I was feeling so good, an appointment was made with my medical doctor who performed a physical. He told me my health was perfect, but the dream kept bugging me. Again, it's recurrent. Still, the dream haunted me, and I noticed a mole on the back of my neck, and I thought about the construction site in my dream. The doctor and the dermatologist both insisted it looked fine. I insisted on a biopsy because of the dream that would not go away. It was precancerous. I thought, house number one. A while later, I noticed a mole on my shoulder. House number two. It was precancerous. Almost a year went by, and the dream began to haunt me again. It kept bugging me, and I could see nothing on my body except the scar where the last biopsy didn't look right to me. When I talked to the doctor, he said it was just scar tissue. I asked for a reference to a dermatologist. The dermatologist looked at the scar and said it looked just fine and did not want to do a biopsy as it would make the scar bigger. Of course, this is news everyone wants to hear. Don't worry, don't worry. Everything is just fine. But the dream wouldn't go away. And it made me insist to the doctors that things weren't fine. This was the third house, and things were not fine in that building site. There had been blood all over the walls. Finally, the doctor reluctantly took the biopsy, and it came back with the diagnosis of melanoma. If it had not been for the dream, I would not have insisted on doing the biopsy and left the appointment thinking all was well. I immediately began working with several alternative practitioners, including an acupuncturist, herbalist, diet, supplements, and energy practices such as Reiki and Tai Chi. The dream also gave me the confidence to approach the negative prognosis with the belief that everything was going to be okay because of my dreams and because my body would warn me if there was anything else that was wrong or that I was going to die. What would the dream insist I see? Would the dream insist that I seek help if everything had been hopeless? That was 20 years ago. Since then, I listened to my gut instincts and to my body. I want everyone to know how important it is to listen to their instincts, whether they come through a dream or some other form of intuition. Don't be afraid to persevere and follow through on what you know because of your dreams.
Yeah.
So, Reverend Rachel, I'm going to let you take the first crack at this. What are you seeing in that dream?
The houses and the different rooms and houses.
Mm-hmm.
No, activating all pressure points. Well, when I see rooms and stuff, I think of dimensions. When I'm seeing the rooms, I'm thinking of different dimensions, deeper dimensions, till got to the heart of the matter, for say, So that not only did this show, in her interpretation, she had this showed the precancer, to the melanoma. She took these 3 rooms to represent the illnesses she found. But I'm thinking it's more deeper into her subconscious, into consciousness itself, to get deeper into it, to understand how important it was for what she's eating, what she's doing, and her attitude, and listening to herself would be a deeper, higher elevation as far as spirituality and understanding how things work. So I'm saying that dream to me would interpret the different consciousness and deeper consciousness that she went through to get to the place where she is now. And
I love that.
It just took the melanoma, whatever, was something that's like this. But this is what took to get her attention. Sometimes, like we said, we had to have a nightmare. Sometimes we had to have an injury before we come to that deeper consciousness, something that gets our attention to realize that life is fragile. We never end, of course, but this particular life, this particular body has limits and can be easily hurt if we're not paying attention to what we're consuming and what we're being involved with, what we're touching and breathing and stuff. There was just a recent thing. They're doing some.
Hold on to it. Believe it or not, Rachel, we just blew through the commercial. When we come back, we're going to talk about this more. So don't go away. We'll be right back. You're listening to Dreaming Healing on Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. And I'm your host.
Talk to the producer to be faster at this.
Cat Kanavos.
What if dreams can diagnose your life? What if we can meet the love of our life in dreams? Join host Kat O'Keefe Kanavos, the #1 internationally best-selling author of Dreams That Can Save Your Life, written with Duke University medical doctor Larry Burke. Dreaming Healing is where we'll explore dreams, research, and interpret dreams from you, the caller. Dreaming Healing shows can be heard every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Are miracles real? Can you move from mayhem to miracles? 30 prominent authors say yes as they share their high fives and down lows of challenges, abuse, addiction, and love. Experience hope, the magic elixir of miracles, through the personal stories of New York Times bestselling authors James Redfield, Dr. Bernie Siegel, Sister Jenna, Reverend Temple Hayes, and many more. If you like bestsellers, chaos to clarity, and crappy to happy, you'll love crying and laughing through mayhem to miracles. Sacred stories of transformational hope. Available now on Amazon and in bookstores worldwide.
Did you know that every word you speak matters? What you say and how you say it can make or break a relationship or shift the outcome of any situation. Are your conversations making a difference? Faith in God, gratitude, authenticity, and giving are Teresa Velarde's heart. It's in this spirit that she's focused on making a difference in the lives she's blessed to touch. Conversations That Make a Difference is now on syndicated Dreamvision 7 Radio Network every Tuesday at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, with live call-in shows every first and third Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
In a world facing annihilation, a miraculous African nun rises to become the first female pope through a web of war, murder, and betrayal. Loved by some, hated by many, she becomes the deadly target of Islamic terrorists and her own cardinals as she introduces a new vision that will either save humanity or accelerate its destruction. 4 people must race against a nuclear holocaust to learn her astonishing secret. Pope Annalisa is available at petercanova.com, Amazon, and other online booksellers and bookstores worldwide.
This is Dreamvision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
Welcome back, everyone. You know, when Reverend Rachel and I get together, we blow through everything. There's no time. So our next commercial is at the 44 mark, and that's only a few minutes away. So we're going to finish up this dream and move on to the next one. So this woman, Rachel, is actually a doctor. It's Dr. Linda Elliker Powell. I knew her as Dr. Powell. So if this dream were mine, I'd call it a diagnostic waking dream, because I didn't mention this in here, but she actually heard lucid words when I interviewed her. She heard words as she was coming out. And just as she was waking up from her sleep state, known as the hypnagogic state. Remember, we were talking about that before?
Yes.
So she was hearing words, which many of the dreamers in this book heard. They often heard their name called by deceased loved ones. And that is also kind of a, hey, you don't wake up, stay in the dream while we tell you what's going on. So Linda's dream used the symbolism of a house, which you mentioned also. She had 3 houses, and the number 3 is Father, Son, Holy Ghost. So
Trinity,
that's a very special dream. That's the Trinity in the dream. But 3 is also the sign of a shamanic dream. When you've got 3 things, 3 of the same things in a dream that are catching your attention, it's a shamanic dream. That means it's really important that you pay attention. So I would also call this a diagnostic and a precognitive dream. It's diagnostic because it's telling her that 2 of her 3 houses, and our house is our body, 2 of her 3 houses, meaning the houses under construction at different times, are under construction, meaning they're going through change. But the 3rd house is inside is covered with blood. Now, if you think back, her one doctor had told her there was something wrong with her blood. Pay attention to her blood. There was something wrong with her blood. And the dream was saying, inside your house, inside your body, there's something wrong with your blood. And anybody who knows cancer knows that you can usually do a blood test to pick it up. It's in your blood. So the 3rd house, and also blood, is red. So this was telling her that this is a powerful dream. When you've got red in a dream, it's powerful. So you've got power, you've got blood. It's hard to ignore blood in a dream. Hey, it's hard to ignore blood in the waking world. So, and so her dreams, and here was what was really fascinating about this dream, Reverend Rachel. This dream was also precognitive, because it's not until a year later, through pathology reports, that because the dreams kept her going back to the doctor, it was through pathology reports that she found that the 3rd dream with the blood in her house that was all over the walls was cancerous. That was the melanoma. So her dream a year earlier was telling her that she was going to have a melanoma, even though she didn't have it yet.
Pretty powerful stuff. You are the queen of dreams. There's no doubt about that. You got this one.
Unbelievable. Like, so the different floors of our house, or the different parts, like the top floor, the attic is usually our head, our brain. Our living room, think of the living room is where we live. That's where our body is, this part of our body. And our basement is often where we store things in our mind. In our house, we store them in the basement. In our mind, we store them in the basement of our mind. It's where we put things to rest. Sometimes we'll put them in our attic too, but quite often they're in the basement. They're pushed down in the basement. So, I think that this dream was just amazing. I had to share it with everybody, because how many people would have just ignored that dream and said, it's just a weird nightmare.
That's weird, yeah.
But what made it really special is the fact that it would not go away. For a year, it kept popping up and making her go back to the doctors, which is the same thing that happened with me.
Yeah, I was going to say, same thing happened to you.
Go back to the doctors, be a pain in the butt till somebody helps you and does what you say. It will save your life. We're going to
Yeah.
pull a card on this as soon as we come back.
Yeah, I want to say I have somebody in my life, an older lady, who's having dreams where the spirit's visiting her to tell me things in her dreams.
Oh, cool. We'll talk about that when we come
Yeah,
back.
I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, I got
So
to put
don't
this
go away. We'll
I
be
can see
right
the
back after
controls
this
here.
commercial break. I'm Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, Kat to my friends. And I hope you're enjoying the show.
I know I am. Everything's moving a little slow on the computer today.
What if dreams can diagnose your life? What if we can meet the love of our life in dreams? Join host Kat O'Keefe Kanavos, the #1 internationally best-selling author of Dreams That Can Save Your Life, written with Duke University medical doctor Larry Burke. Dreaming Healing is where we'll explore dreams, research, and interpret dreams from you, the caller. Dreaming Healing shows can be heard every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Omega Institute, offering workshops, retreats, and online learning dedicated to awakening the best in the human spirit. For over 40 years, Omega has seen more than 1 million people come through its doors to grow, learn, and find a greater sense of purpose. Located in Rhinebeck, New York, just 90 miles north of New York City, Omega's natural environment and quiet pace allow for extraordinary experiences to unfold. Learn more at eomega.org or call 800-944-1001.
Why are we here? How can we be happy? Questions asked from millennials to boomers. Crappy to happy. Sacred Stories of Transformational Joy answers them using true stories of grit, grace, and love. James Redfield, author of The Celestine Prophecy, wrote in the foreword, "This book is a seminar about emerging truths and offers grounded solutions through the art of the comeback." Dr. Bernie Siegel, a contributing author, wrote, "Bodies die, but spirits and consciousness survive and recycle." So, grab some tissues, open your book, and prepare to cry and laugh till it heals. Crappy to Happy by Reverend Ariel Patricia and Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Available from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and booksellers worldwide. Darkest hours to brightest moments. Transformation from despair to happiness. And chaos to clarity. Real people, real pain, real healing. Life-threatening illness, death, abusive relationships, divorce, and overcoming addiction are challenges these men and women faced head-on. See how they emerged stronger and happier. Buy the new book, Chaos to Clarity, Sacred Stories of Transformational Change by Reverend Patricia Caginello and Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Available on sacredstoriespublishing.com and worldwide through Amazon and other retailers.
This is Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
Welcome back to Dream.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome back to
beat you to
Dreaming
it.
Healing on Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. And I'm your host, Kat Kanavos. And with me tonight is Reverend Rachel Love. And we're talking about your dreams unmasked. And we blew through the first commercial, came up on the second one really fast. And we are in the last stretch of this show. Can you believe it? Where did this time go?
I don't know.
So Rachel, let's pull a card on the dream that we just talked about.
All
Dr.
right.
Cole with her 3 houses under construction.
Three
And
houses,
the third
three-
one had walls full of blood. We're waiting for the card to actually identify itself by kind of jumping out.
2 of Cups.
2 of Cups. You know, to me, 2 is always balance. And Cups is love.
Love.
So I would say that there's a balance of love required here. And sometimes we have to really love ourselves to keep ourselves alive. You have to have a love for self to stay alive.
Yeah. Some of our issues are related to the fact that we have unforgiveness towards ourselves. We have anger towards ourselves. We don't feel like we're worthy, those kind of things. We need to love ourselves before we love others. But if you're not loving yourself, your body will respond to that. Just like you can speak bad things to a cup of water, turn it icky compared to when you say nice things to. And we're 90% water. So just the fact that we're talking bad to ourselves is causing issues. So the Two of Cups is a balance and it's a love. So I think there might have been something going on in her life where she wasn't really balanced in her love spirituality. But she definitely seemed to get it all together now.
She's fine now.
Yeah.
She's fine now. So that was just an absolutely amazing dream. So here's another dream that came in to me through an email. The person says, since I was a small child, I've had a recurring dream about a hidden room in my house. Does it have a meaning? So, we just did a house. It's amazing how many dreams have houses in their dreams, because their dreams are talking to them about themselves. So when you see a house in your dream or a car, it's about you, your life, but your house is your body. Your car is pretty much how you're moving through life. Your house is your body. So I'm going to let you go first with this one.
Well, let me pull a card on it because I think that's probably fun to take it out of order a little bit.
Okay.
Dream interpretation cards. Can you see these? They're kind of hard because I got the camera so far up now. Apparently, I'm supposed to I look better at a higher angle is what I heard. So I'm trying my best, but it's really hard to hold the cards up here. But I'm going to try.
They all slide back. Pick me.
Pick me. Probably this one here. Are you this one? Is this the one? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what's going on here? This one, and then we got this one here too. Are you part of this thing? Yeah. See, both these cards.
Okay, so we got two of them. All right.
Well, two rooms. Okay. Well, we got the King of Wands.
Oh, the King of Wands.
So I'm seeing that apparently there's a spiritual aspect, or there's a masculine energy, God or something that's in this other room that's trying to show there's more to life than what she's seeing. And the second card is the Moon, and of course there's a journey, reflections, and bouncing off that spiritual energy back. And so I'll let you do interpretation because you are the dream of Queens. But that's what I'm seeing, that there's a spiritual aspect or part of her that she's trying to connect with from a past life, past reincarnation, or something like that, in her spiritual journey, spiritual house, and then she got her mortal house, where she's just a reflection of the other, but definitely it's a journey, and she's not alone in the journey.
Oh, I love that. That's great. No, I love that. That's good. So if she's had this recurrent dream since childhood, I'm thinking she first had she said she first had the dream when she was a small child. And I'm wondering if the hidden room in her dream is a past life.
Oh, definitely.
And so she's having a recurrent dream. She's not seeing what was in that past life because that door is closed. But it's a hidden room and it's in there. I would venture to say many of us, some of us more than others, have many hidden rooms in our houses, in our dreams.
If I dream about rooms,
reincarnated many times.
If I have dreams about rooms, I got numerous rooms and numerous doors, numerous windows. It's like I had a poem read once. She said I was like reincarnated. It's either 27 or 47 times. I don't remember what, but I felt like I had not got this stuff together. I've not got my act together. Keep coming back over and over again. But I'm going to claim I had dry skin when she read my poems. Maybe it's not quite so bad, but I do know that I've been reincarnated more than once. And those rooms and those different places and the dreams and stuff show me aspects of my life, of my lives. That's just me personally. You know, I'm a little different than the regular Joanne down the street, I think.
Yeah,
In different ways.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. And so the other thing is, Reverend Rachel, because this is a recurrent dream, it's still happening now, this hidden room. I'm thinking that there's a message there that she hasn't gotten. And I'm thinking that the message is behind the door. I'm thinking that perhaps if this were my dream, next time I had it, I would go up and I would open the door to that hidden room and look inside, because there might be a message, with what you said about reincarnation and the reincarnation I picked up. What if there is a message from a previous life that she needs to remember in this life, because maybe everything is happening again, whether it's a person from a previous life that she's with again now, or a situation from a previous life. That hidden room inside that house, again, another house, is really important if it's happening over and over again.
Definitely give her insight into dealing with issues now when she can look at the past.
Open the door.
Yeah, one of my first meditations I did on Dream Vision 7 was that we did go up and then we did open the door and take a glance, because that is something you can do in your dreams. That's something you can do in meditation, but a lot of people don't. And people listen to meditation, I heard they never open the door. They don't know what's behind the door. There was a fear of opening that door. So I had to open the door and just look in, just take a look, don't go away and just take a peek,
Stand on the threshold. You don't have to step in there.
We'll look closer next time.
Yeah. Maybe there's a big car in there. Maybe there's a Ferrari.
Well, I always recognize, I have the dream with the big boat. And then the fishes that you get to pick from, the fish of prosperity, the fish of happiness, fish of this, all these different fishes that are in the waters. That's just, again, maybe because I live close to the ocean.
Could be. Plus, you're into fish.
Yeah.
I mean, after these big storms that went through, Reverend Rachel and I don't live that far away. So we did get all the winds and we did get all the rains. And the fish pond she had outside in her backyard, well, those fish are loose. They are free. They probably headed to the golf course and are in one of those big ponds. There's
reports of sharks up and down some of the streets and stuff, swimming around freely.
Yeah, and we had a lot of water. Well, believe it or not, we have come to the end of our show. Can you believe how quick the show went?
Oh, my goodness, we got to get off air and get that.
I know. So let me tell you. Let me make sure everybody understands dreams are amazing. And the ancient Talmud teaches us that a dream, uninterpreted, is like a letter left unopened. So read your letters to yourself.
Read the letters, yes.
And until next time, remember, everybody dreams, but some dreams save lives. Good night, everybody. And thanks, Reverend Rachel, for being with me again.
Oh, thanks for letting me come on. It's always so much fun.
Thank you for joining us this evening. And a big thanks to our producer. Tune in next time to Dreaming Healing for more cutting-edge research, live dream interpretations, and stories with radio host and award-winning author Kat O'Keefe Kanavos. Listen every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Time with call-in live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dreamvisions 7 Radio Network. Remember, everyone dreams, but some dreams save lives. Live your dreams. Find more about Kat at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com. That's Kathleen with a K. OKEEFEKANAVOS, or The Queen of Dreams on Google search.
This is Dreamvision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.